Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we're experiencing a lovely bout of beaming sunshine, as you can see under my face. Just kidding, the sky's greyer than Grandma's pubes. There's a bright side today, and the bright side is that, you know, once in a blue moon I upload and you're about to see it. That may not actually be a bright side. So there is an actual main point to this video, which is going to come kind of probably somewhere at the midpoint, but I guess first of all I wanted to just show off some of the new Nerf guns I've got, because I kind of do that as a side thing on this channel. I don't know if this is going up on the second channel that I'm still trying to make. It might look like I'm not making an effort to get that fixed, and you'd be right. I'm fucking lazy. And trying to work out why a confirmation code can't be sent to my email address is just something I can't really be bothered with. So I guess we're gonna start small and work our way up, because I have received a number of new blasters of interesting kinds. So first, but most certainly not least, although it is the smallest, it is called the Trailblazer. This thing So you know I like my revolvers, right? I did some stuff with the Fortnite revolvers because of this particular hammer-cocked action design. Well, the Trailblazer is like that, but with significantly more bullets. As you can see, it's got an 8-round cylinder, and well, it does what it says. It's like the others, but it has more. I don't actually know where that dart went. I think it just hit the jacket and got stuck. Just the kind of overall design of it, as opposed to the very chunky colored, one sec. You know what I mean? This has real potential to be like a Western style, like quick draw pistol type revolver, and it's bright orange. But this just has a bit more of a modern aesthetic to it, with the whole like rail up top. My only really other notes for this thing is that it has quite a small grip compared to the rest of the thing. Like, this is my hand, and my hand, because my fingers are quite short, grips this very well. Anyone else is going to have a problem. Alright, so the second new blaster I received for Christmas, I probably should have specified that this was a new, this is all the stuff I got from Christmas. I don't know why I never mentioned that. So the second blaster is the Nerf Ultra Strike, which, as you can see, is particularly long. It's quite a long boy, and actually has kind of a bit of an actual gun-like profile, as you can see. Well, this blaster has a 10-round magazine, but I just did a test fire and didn't record it, and I could only find 9 of the rounds. So if you're really quick at counting, we're 1 round short, but oh well. Strike me down and I will become more possible than air! I think we have a blockage. Flywheelers are usually quite reliable, so I don't know what's gone on here. I think that was just a feeding problem. The grip is quite magnificent on this, very smooth and out. Rev trigger's a bit pointy, but that doesn't matter. I like this trigger system up here. So you've got trigger here, magazine release button right in front of it, clearing door up top. You've got your front sight, or rear sight I should say. Actually, I don't know what to call it, because is it a rear sight or a front sight if there's no other sights on the thing? There's like this small notch up here, but then when you align it, it's got a slight upward angle, which I suppose makes sense for this sort of thing. This thing also revs without the magazine in it, which is curious, because you don't really want to be wearing the batteries down on something like this, especially this, which is powered by 6 AA batteries. May I remind you, that is the same as the Nerf Ultra 2. Nerf Ultra 2? I suppose the thing that this does, that this doesn't, is that this feels heavier in the hand than this, which shouldn't seem possible because it would have a very similar motor and the same number of batteries, but I think that's because of the form of this. With this, the batteries are all up the front, so although this isn't necessarily a heavy gun, you feel the droop because the weight's all in the front, but with this, they've got the battery pack straight over the trigger group here, so it's very well balanced. You can tell I'm just skimming through this a bit, and it takes these standard Nerf Ultra magazines, as you can see. Bish bash bosh. Right, and the third and final gun in my Christmas haul, I should say final. There is a bonus round, which is kind of mainly the point of the video, but I understand I'm being very cryptic. This is for a very good reason. The last blaster is the Nerf Ultra Select. Now, I haven't really had a time to test this thing properly, because it takes 6 C-type batteries. But the fun thing about the Select is it has 2 mag wells, where if you load in 2 mags,
you can fire from both magazines at once.
No, it's not a double punch, you cretin. The Select has the unique ability to switch between magazines to alternate round type. Notes on this thing. Why? Most of all, why this? Why this knuckle duster style handguard they got from the Nerf Ultra, was it 4 or 5? I think it's the 5. Editing Bird, I trust you with this. Inspection door up the top, which is a slidey one. So all this does is clear blockages. Why does it matter if it goes backwards and forwards? Also, this has the triangular barrel dimensions that I quite like, so there's also that. Anyway, the bonus round. I did a whole video dedicated to pizzles, didn't I? I did revolvers, this is specifically spring-powered variety, as well as the battery-powered ultra variety. But there's not really been many mag-fed pistols, especially that are exclusively Nerf. I mean, we have things like this, which is the Nerf Fortnite. No, this is the SPL, that's right. Suppressed pistol. Lame. I wish I was joking, because the spring power is not bad in this. It's not bad, you know, it's a great toy. The reason I call this a magazine blaster is because it has an internal magazine in it, which, yeah, not really the same thing. Oh yeah, there's only 3 bullets and there's, 5 targets, so it was kind of a silly exercise. I guess if you were really going to look at magazine-fed blasters, you want to look at this thing, the Dart Zone Eon Pro. The Dart Zone Eon Pro. I'm telling you now because once I'm done firing it, the sound is so deafening that you will not be able to hear me pronounce a single word anymore. Need a solid grip to prime this thing. Magazine's in. And I've already had feeding problems. In the Buxton water. But as fun as this thing is, it feels like it's trying to be an SMG, even though the fact that it's a mag-fed Springer. It even comes with this thing. What is it? It's supposed to be a muzzle brake, but there is no point to its presence on the blaster whatsoever, because, physics. Oh, and why? Mag-fed pistols do exist. So there's a company called Dart Zone, which I mentioned just now with the Aeon Pro, that do a pistol called the Dart Zone. So I think it's called the Mark II, and it's a pistol that feeds from internal clips, right? But then the clips feed into the handle, and they're half-length darts. So it feels like this should, if it were like because this is supposed to be a mock-up of an actual handgun where you have the grip-loading magazines for ultimate compactness and convenience. But the problem is, Dart Zone is all the way over in America, and they don't export. They're over there, but I want it over here. So let me introduce to you the idea of 3D printing. So 3D printed design can be shared with anyone with a 3D printer. They can just put it into their 3D printer, load up the correct filament, and then just print out something that someone else made fucking God knows halfway across the globe, and it's yours. It's in your hands. So I thought, God, brilliant. What if I just had a 3D printed mag-feeding pistol blaster? Of course, genius move, right? So in my genius, I ordered a pistol meeting those specs from a 3D printing people's place. I don't really know what you call it, a workshop, an engineering thing, and had my genius 3D printed product shipped to me from the US. I think I've beaten around the bush long enough. This is what I'm holding right here. This is a Zinc 2.0 build from Frontline Foam that I ordered, I think, some point mid-November last year, or it might have been early December. Now we're approaching February at the time of recording, so this is... it took a while to get here, but that's mainly because they ran out of springs, and then they had to ship it, which was even more time. So, if you guys at Frontline Foam ever actually watch this video, first of all, I'm sorry you got here, and second of all, I understand how frustrating it can be to get stuff arrived to you on time. You know, like springs or a fully built 3D printed Zinc 2.0. Regardless, I harbor no ill will, and I really just want to crack this thing open. So yes, this is an unboxing video. I'm going to unbox the Zinc Funny Metal Gun in 3, 2, 1, house key. Yeah. This is cutting the final seal now. Bosh, it's open, the box is open. Oh my god. Do you see what I see? Okay, here it is, the Zinc 2.0. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm seeing this in my own hands. This is my first 3D printed blaster, full stop. Oh, look at this thing, this is wild! Let me show you its features. Ha 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 ha. I might have missed. Missed again. And that was the last dart, so it's held the magazine open for me. And just so we don't waste that primed spring energy. Pop! I missed again. Like, look at the form factor of this. It's just so neat. So obviously I ordered this in purple and gold because you can customize the color filament that's in it. So when you order it from those guys, it comes with 2 magazines and a spare spring in case that one wears out. It comes with some O-rings in case the O-rings go on this, because this is supposed to shoot at, I think, 200 FPS out of the box. I like how it says chambered in 13 by 38 millimeter, which is the dimensions of a half-length dart. It doesn't come with the darts, though you can, through the website, order a package of, well, pretty premium darts, but not a lot, but I figured I was getting enough shit, so... And look at these magazines, man. It's 3D printed, so it's got a lot of, like, ribbing along the outside. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So... And it's got an internal spring, too, so it proper kicks the mag out when you go to reload it. It's a bit grindy, but my god, I just have to appreciate the design creativity that went into this thing. And this is a 3D printed design by a third-party manufacturer. Look at this compared to the Fortnite thing. It fits over the top without a problem. So it compresses the tube full of air, and then it's got this little O-ring thing down here, so when you move the slide back forward again, seals it. All of the air rushes through here, and the barrel's actually on the bottom. It's the bird Glock. It's the block. That's what this is. I'm holding the block. I could have gotten a custom engraving, or maybe I could get like a custom plate or something printed. Fucking hell. Do you know what though? Less loud than this. I think because of the amount of like loose injection molded plastic in this, it's a bit rattly, but this design is so compact and neat, you could actually mistake it for a real gun, which is why I'm kind of just looking out of my window every now and then just to make sure no one sees that I have this. It's even got the Frontline Foam stamp on the back. Would you check that out? Oh, I'm so pleased. Look at this, it's tickling my little nerd balls. So oh shit, this is just I'm shocked. I'm blown away. So I think the magazines hold 7 rounds, which is not bad. You can get larger magazines. You can also get versions of this with a longer barrel, full stop, with an integrated, I believe it's called a B-car. So I think what a SCAR is it's a plastic device that fits onto the end of, say, I don't know, the Eon Pro or something like that. And it's got grooves in it, so it just imparts a bit of spin to a dart as it comes out the barrel to keep it more stable. It's a bit of rifling. So you can get this with a B-car, which is the same thing, except it uses angled bearings to impart the spin instead. So other things to know about this, it has slam fire, can you believe? I don't know why they made that a feature. It's because the way it's designed is this little catch at the front is what connects everything to the trigger, because that's what releases the spring, and then all the air comes out. So basically by having it, so if the trigger is permanently depressed and that thing is permanently acting on the spring, you can just tactical butt. The block is mine! So yeah, obviously thanks to Frontline Foam for printing this for me, and also thanks to 118 Design that came up with this in the first place, including the first model of Zinc. This is a color chart that comes with it, so every single one of these pieces is a thing you can modify. I went obviously for the simplest option. Most importantly, it comes with excellent customer service from Frontline Foam. So as soon as you order this, they send you several YouTube videos from some of the guys at Frontline Foam who like actively print and use these as part of their, their hobby. And it's just little tidbits and tricks about blaster maintenance, so as you don't, because it's 3D printed, you should treat it with a decent amount of care. Come on, great product. Delivery time was obviously a little off, but you can't help being out of Springs and, living in a different country, so they did excellently with that. Obviously, I had to pay more for shipping. So I know what you're thinking. I want one. Where can I get one? I'll tell you where you can get one. The link that's going to be in my description. I'm just going to put a link to their website. There's no promotion here. This is, well, I suppose it is. I'm promoting their product because I think it's really cool. Let's one more look at this. You're never going to get enough of looking at this thing. Anyway, I've babbled for far too long, so thank you guys for watching my video. And of course, I will see you in the next episode. Birdie U5, blasting away! In the... Pop!